Again, the tariff is 3.6. We set it up.
And despite there being many diving countries that are good, like Great Britain, United States, and Mexico, who is really on the rise, there is one that stands out in particular: China. Now, China, I've been watching them for quite a bit now, around 5 years, and I can tell you that they've produced some of the most phenomenal divers of all time, with new divers like Zhao Renji and Bai Yuming, and divers that are currently holding places 1 and 2 in Yang Hao and Liang Jingji. But if we back up a few years, we had complete legends like Kyo Bo and Ten Sen, and there's one more too. And he might be the greatest overall diver of all time, Hao Yuan. But there's one diver who we forget to mention a lot. One diver who never truly got what he deserved. Enter Yang Jian, without a doubt the best platform diver of all time. He is the product of years of excellence in China, and in 2014, at the age of 19, he showed that off in what I consider to be the greatest diving feat of all time. Every Chinese diver was taught about being very precise from the start of their diving. But Yang Jian had two qualities that nobody else had, and that was his flexibility and his power. Specifically, his leg muscles were immense, and this allowed him to have so much extra power than all the other divers. This gave him extra height when he was jumping off the platform, and ultimately allowed him to do the greatest dive list of all time. I mean, having inward 4.5 and front 4.5 piked in the same list is just not real. Nobody would do it today. And I don't think anyone could do it ever again. Now, with Yang Jian, there are a few things that the Chinese could have done to ensure that they would win every other World Aquatics and FINA event of all time. And one should have been that they should have recruited this guy earlier. Yang Jian got recruited to the team when he was 19. Now, if you're a diver, you would know that most divers retire by 30 or so. And even some of the older ones who stay around a lot longer, specifically I'm talking about Ken Taruchi, he went till 40, but Yang Jian only went till 30, and I think this was a product of doing that list. The wear and tear of such a list is immense, and if you're not always keeping up with stuff, such as flexibility training and such, it does take a huge toll on the body. Now, Yang Jian was good about this, and he constantly made sure that he was in great shape. I mean, he rarely ever missed a World Aquatics or FINA event after that start. But in the end, his age got him, and at 28, after the Berlin run of 2022, he retired, and the world lost a diver. The other thing that made Yang Jian not so known as the other ones was the number of starts he had in the FINA and World Aquatics circle. While other divers like Hao Yuan were racking up 90 or so starts over their career, and some of them going on to nearly do 100, Yang Jian stopped after only 44. Again, this brings up questions of why they didn't recruit him earlier to be on the team. His only being around for 8 years of dominance and other factors. This truly impacted how people saw him, and I think overall not enough people had experience of knowing what a true demon of diving looks like. I mean, after all, he did do a 123-point dive at the age of 19 against two Olympic champions. Like, no, nobody does that. That's just no. But despite all of these issues, Yang Jian still captures my attention. And even though there will be legends in there, far beyond him, his abilities captured the crowd in a way that no other diver has ever seen. I mean, if you look at the video from 2014, even like Great Britain, even people from America, everyone in that joint was standing up and giving him a round of applause because they knew they had witnessed something that will never happen again. And I agree with the announcers. They said all tens, you will never see it ever again because it's not possible, and they're right. Unless you have a dive bigger than 2.4.1s, you really can't make this happen. So it comes to beg the question, what happened to the era of super divers in China? And why did they make the switch to lower degree of difficulty but higher probability of making each dive? I would like to know this myself, but I assume it has something to do with just the fact that the more dives you make at a consistent rate of 80s and low 90s, the better you have of winning. And so they were like, we shouldn't keep making super divers. And so they stopped. Well, that was a stupid decision. Because Yang Jian might have been the reason that diving was completely saved around the world. People were losing interest and divers were not that good. Then came Yang Jian.
Judges, give it a 10. I'm going to stand up because we have just seen history. Never before have I seen a dive that complicated perform that well. He scored 118.9 in the semi-finals. That is a perfect 10 for me. 4.1 degree of difficulty. Well, I do not have the superlatives to describe how extraordinarily mind-blowing that is. Wow.
Wait for these marks. Look at these marks. Watch one more replay. And we have the most phenomenal marks you have ever seen in your life. She loves it. He loves it. The crowd here have gone bonkers for the Chinese. Would you believe 123 points? He broke the world record this morning. He has broken it again tonight by a further 5.1. Perfect tens. You will never, ever see anything better than that because it's not possible.
Not possible, not mathematically possible, but he got 616 for his list of dives.
If you liked and enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. I will be dropping videos like this a lot more about diving. I'm a diver, so I really do care about diving, and I will be doing this a lot more often. I also do other content which I have not really experimented with yet, such as gaming and talk show with my cousin. So I would like to hear your thoughts as to what I should be doing next. And if you guys are out there for this diving content, please let me know which diver you want me to do next so I can get right to that. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.